All right. Welcome, everyone, to the Dirty Parlay. We are now on episode number 39. Yes, we're making it pretty farther than I think we even thought ourselves, but we're still here, and we're not fucking leaving. With me, as always, is Darren and Nathan. Darren, how are we doing today?
We're all right. I mean, I'm going through hardcore sports withdrawals right now, but 12 steps. Gotta
Yeah,
stay clean.
it's all part of the
Can't be
program.
betting on WNBA right now as much as I want to, but we'll make it through.
Yeah, no,
You're not
can't.
betting 12 cents on fucking Chinese basketball?
If it bills you up to $18,
Ping
are you
ping
fighting
pong.
it?
Oh my gosh. I don't even want to start, but the notification I just got,
Okay, hold on. First, before we read that off, I do want you to read that off. And with us also is Nathan, as you heard. Nathan, how are you doing today?
Man, I'm watching this Valerie Loretta clip. I'm doing pretty well, actually, now.
You talking about the newest WWE member?
Yeah. I mean, I won't fucking follow her career past this point, but it's been fun while it lasted.
I think she could have been something in the UFC, just saying. So why leave off on a cliffhanger? Darren, what'd you read?
it says Raptors could make move for KD. Woj reports Toronto is lurking and can't be ruled out. Oh, Drake, KD. Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Oh.
before we get into any NBA, I have NBA slides made up for later. Okay, I do have that ready for us. I went a little harder in slides than I have last month. So spent a little time on it today. So we'll see. We'll get to it. But first, I know there's not a lot of sports going on, but with what little sports there is, we might as well go over the picks that we made for tonight. I think that Darren and I were the only ones that made picks for tonight in particular. And guys, let's face it, there's only one sport on, so you know which one that is. So Darren, why don't you start us off with tonight's picks and what you made for the MLB?
MLB, the only sports on tonight are WNBA. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I got the Yanks. I mean, the only person I see consistently on SportsCenter or ESPN is Aaron Judge. So, I mean, I'm going to pick the Yankees. And then I picked the Dodgers as well. Same thing, like late night, only thing you see on ESPN is the Dodgers because it's the fucking Dodgers. So, I mean, just two fanboy, bandwagon, big name picks. I don't know shit about baseball, but I do know those are two good teams. So can't win parlay, bet with me.
Oh, you parlayed it. I entered it as individual picks. We'll just fucking
Hey,
keep
bro.
it. It's
Hey,
fine. It's fine.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it's fine.
Fuck up. Jesus Christ.
Well, hey, you need them both to win anyways, right? So, I got a couple picks tonight. Actually, I think I have three. The first one I made was the Astros -1.5. They're facing the Angels. The pitcher for the Astros is a fucking heater. Javier. This guy's been just a monster, so I'm gonna ride that one out. The second pick I have is the Twins -1.5. They fucked me last week, exactly a week ago today. But the Orioles suck ass, so I'm gonna stick with it. And again, the Twins record at home is fucking nasty. And then last but not least, I also have the Dodgers because Blake Snell is awful. He's 0-5 and his ERA is over 5.5. And then the pitcher pitching for the Dodgers is 9-0 with an ERA of 1.58. So -1.5 for me for the Dodgers. It's +112. So that's my picks for the MLB. But again, not a heavy weekend going on with sports as far as the actual sports going on other than UFC, which we'll get to later. So let's just have that on the board. But boys, if you remember a week ago today, I said that our records for once are winning records in the month of June. It did not go that way last week. Last episode, our winning member of the podcast was Nathan. Nathan, you had one pick and you won it. That was it.
That's fucking right.
It was it. He made one pick to win it all that week, and boy, did he do it.
I think I know which one I picked. I was the Lightning. They won that game.
Yeah, those stupid fucks. They can't even fucking lose right.
I know, D. I know, dude. I know.
Like, we're gonna win on the road and then fucking get our shit kicked in at home. Like, just fucking lose on the road, bro. Don't lose in front of your fucking fans.
It's so bad.
Stupid,
it's so
dude.
bad. So again, we had winning records the prior week to the last week's episode. We did good, winning records for the month, and then last week came along and Nathan had won the board with one pick. Second place was Darren because he was 0-3. And then lastly was me. I was talking last week how we're on a heater, and I was on a heater for the baseball picks, which I was. And then the moment you speak that existence into the world, the gambling gods say, "Fuck you, not anymore." And boy, did I go down 0-5. I was so pissed last weekend that I vowed not to bet last week until tonight. I was going to take a week off, so my gambling is back on the record tonight. So I stopped. I went 0-5. Okay, so for the June pod record, now that today is officially the 1st of July, boys, we made it. And also, it'd be reminiscent not to say belated happy birthday to Nathan. Nathan's birthday was yesterday, so happy birthday, Nathan.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Nate. Sorry, I wasn't informed.
No worries.
I'm not on the book of faces. So.
If it makes you feel any better, Darren, like I had a pre-drafted like happy birthday Nate in the morning. I'm sitting in my drafts and I was like, why didn't this guy text me back all day? I go to check, I never sent it. So I was like at 4:30, I was like, happy birthday, Nate. I'm a scumbag. I was just trying to get ahead of it. Yeah, it's true. It's fucking scumbag month. Whatever. So June's record, Darren won June at 3-3. Darren, you got the belt. You want to give a speech for us winning the fucking pod at a 500 record?
Stretches. I just want to say I couldn't have done this without you two losers. Without competition, there is no winner.
Yeah.
And I'm just warming up for football season, so just get ready.
Yeah, well, this motherfucker's right, whether we like it or not. Second place, I'm not proud to say it. It's me at 3-7. I think Nathan should have it, but we established this back in football season. It's the wins, not the wins and losses. Nathan went 2-1, so Nathan did get a winning record to finish us off this month, though. So Nathan, 3 picks to rule them all in June. Way to go, bud.
Yeah, thanks, man. I'm just killing it out here. Please, football, come back. Like, fuck me. I didn't bet tonight because I'm not losing money on baseball. I've decided that I'm just not going to do it. So
I'm going to withstand myself from saying anything about my baseball record at the moment, just how we are. So, but yeah, so that's the records. That's where we leave off at. So on to the next. Boys, we have quite a few topics to go over here. Where to start? Well, I believe that we have some pent-up aggression to let out, and I know I'm not the only one. I had quite a few topics I could choose from tonight, and I know you guys do too. And I'm so excited that we're kind of all on the same page. So why don't we just go ahead and let her shut the fucks up out? That way we just start off this podcast with some aggravated assault, straight from the verbal mouth. You boys ready? I'm excited for Darren's.
Yeah, man.
Nathan, I kind of knew you were gonna have yours. I'm
like, yeah,
okay.
I'm pretty predictable.
All right, so we're gonna start off with mine. This is actually a week-old story, but we've been doing this once a week, so let's go ahead and let it out. My shut the fuck up is the journalist Hardos. Last week when the Avalanche won the cup, I don't know if you guys saw the story. Nathan, I'm sure you did. It's about the journalist that is the Avalanche. He's an Avalanche team reporter. He had pictures photographed of him drunk as fuck, holding up the cup and smoking a cigar. And then the next day, if you go to that picture on his Twitter, there's people on the internet going, "Oh, congratulations, fine, whatever. I don't give a shit." But what's even worse is that you had fucking journalists all over the country, some big names out there. I know one from Chicago, Dan Bernstein. He commented on it. He was like, "How embarrassing! How is this embarrassing?" Okay, I don't give a shit. He didn't win the cup. Let's face it, he didn't win the cup. But if I traveled with a team for 9 months out of the year and they invite me to go hold up the cup, I'm going to hold up the fucking cup, okay? I don't give a shit. If we have anybody that's getting really pissed off about this and really get into a hardo mode about it, I want all the journalists and all the fucking team, whatever. People that weren't playing on the field that got a ring from the World Series and their World Series years to fucking give back their ring. Okay, they're part of the organization. He got invited to hold up the cup. Fucking deal with it. If you got invited, you're going to hold up that fucking cup. All right, it's the Stanley Cup. It's the best trophy in all of sports. If someone tells you to hold it and you get fucked up and take a drink out of it and smoke a cigar, you're gonna fucking do it. I don't care who you are. And so what? He posts a picture of it on Twitter. That's just life. That's the way it works. No one just holds a picture forever to themselves. That's the way it is now. That's social media. So for all you journalist hardos that are calling this embarrassing and dumb as and he's an idiot for doing this, fuck you. Shut the fuck up. Let the man enjoy this. He didn't. I'm not gonna say he earned it. But damn well, again, if you're invited to do this, you don't say no. So fuck you. Shut the fuck up, journalist hardos. Nathan, I know you saw a little bit of this. Do you have anything to say about it? Am I wrong? Do you agree with me or do you disagree with me?
No, I agree. I mean, it's different. Like some of the hockey players who never have won, will never touch it, sort of a thing.
Yeah, I get
like,
that.
It's more of you never really earned it as a player, so you don't touch it now. But like, holy fuck, yeah, like this fun detected shit where everyone's just got a problem with everything in the world.
Oh,
Can we just move? Like, can we move on? Like, fuck me.
I know.
Dan Bernstein's such a fucking loser piece of shit. It's crazy. So
I used to like
his
him a lot,
opinion
too.
ain't fucking real high on my board, but like let's just enjoy life. Can someone do that like without you like having your 2 cents about shit? Just like you're a loser fuck. So yeah, I mean I agree 100%. It was just embarrassing.
My thing about it is like all these people are commenting on it like he should be embarrassed. He should be ashamed of himself. Why? Who fucking cares? Like,
yeah, like you should be embarrassed and ashamed of yourself.
Like why shit on this man? I don't know what is. I never read his work. I'm not an Avalanche fan, but I'm sure he put out good pieces. And again, let's face it too. If you're a team reporter, you've been traveling with the team. The team gets to like you and get to fuck around with you and get to know you. Like you're just gonna say like, no, I don't deserve to hold up that trophy. I wasn't on the ice with you. Like, who the fuck? It's the Stanley fucking Cup. It's get the fuck out of here.
Everyone touches the Stanley Cup. Like fuck, it ain't that serious.
Darren, before we move on to your topic, you have anything you want to say on this, or just like it is what it is?
Like Nate said, the fun detected shit. Like, go find something to do, bro. Like, fuck off. Like,
yeah, it's.
But I do want to say the Yankees got postponed. Sorry, I just saw that. So I did change my parlay to Braves Dodgers.
Ooh, update. Okay, Braves Dodgers.
Braves are up 1, I think. So we'll see what happens. But no, fun weeks need to get the fuck out of here. Go get laid. Go find a hobby, something, dude, and like let people be, man.
Yeah, just let them fucking live. Come on. All right, D.
Nobody's shaming the guy who stole Tom Brady's jerseys. Like, oh, everyone just fuck this guy. He had a fun experience. Oh, like, just people suck, dude.
Yeah, it's the worst. All right, D. Let's get on to yours. I'm excited for this one.
And I mean, what can I say? People suck. I know the time of year it is, like it's NBA free agency time, but I'm so tired of all these fucking NBA insiders, dude. Just everyone's got a fucking opinion. And I guess it's the same with football, but I think it's way more annoying with basketball because there's way less players. So it's just literally, oh, everyone just hear the same shit over and over. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen either. Just over and over and over, talking in circles. And it's like, for what? When it happens, it happens. Like, speculating isn't going to do anything. I just think Wendy, I hate to say it, but Chicago Shams, like
Chicago. Wait, keep going. I'm sorry. Keep going.
Like even Woj, like all of them. I'm just tired of it, dude. If something really happens, let me know. But I don't need to sit here and like hear all this speculation, all this bullshit. Oh, he wants to go here. He wants to go here. When it happens, let me know, but I don't need all the extra bullshit. It's just super annoying just hearing. And it's like you can't even hear about, like, I didn't even know the Magic re-signed Mo Bamba, bro. Last I heard, the Bulls and other teams were interested in him. And then finally I see today, like this afternoon, that he re-signed for 2 more years. But I would never know that because ESPN and all these other sites just suck off. Oh, KD. Oh, Kyrie. Where are they going? Oh, they want to join up with LeBron. Oh, I don't want to hear it, dude. When it happens, it happens. All the NBA insiders can get lost.
So real quick before I go into it, what do you mean Chicago Shams? It's an honest question.
He lives in Chi-Town, bro.
I didn't know he lived in Chicago.
Yeah.
Huh. So crazy.
All these people want to be in LA and New York to be the basketball guy. He's like, Shams, I'm in Chi-Town. So.
Okay. No idea. So I told Darren, too, that this was kind of going to be my shut the fuck up. I was between that or the Hardo journalist, so either way, it's fine. But what I wanted to say is Brian Windhorst. Shut the fuck up, Brian Windhorst. Did any of you guys see that clip that went around on First Take today? I know no one really watches First Take.
Stop talking about my fucking turkey neck friend Brian Windhorst, you bitch.
LeBron's babysitter was
his
first 15 years in the league.
So did you guys happen to see it? I think I can show it on YouTube. I'm pretty sure I can. Again? No, no, it's actually like, I'm not kidding you. I want to play it and how fucking ridiculous this fucking man is. It's all about Utah, and I'm gonna pull it up now. Quite a few people tweeted about it. I'm gonna pull up Nathan's favorite fucking barstooler, Stooley, if you will. It's fucking Stephen Shea. But anyways,
that clip you sent me a KD requesting a trade.
Yes.
Was it Frank?
Yeah, Frank the Tank.
Clip is so
it's so great. Oh, dude, that's fucking like the past 24 hours. If you're a big Stooley, Frank the Tank's been nothing but just fucking theater, because between that and the Mets drama that was going on at the office, oh, it's so fucking funny. But yeah, so here, I'm pulling it up now. Before I say anything about Brian Windhorst, I want you guys to see this clip. So again, this is for the people to watch at home. If you haven't seen it, I'm just stuck in the depths of fucking ESPN and Twitter world right now. So I want to make sure you can hear
Adam was a drama queen.
Adam, what's up? He goes, I do love the NBA drama, though. Boys, hopefully you'll be able to hear this. I'm not sure if you guys will. Actually, I don't think you guys will. Okay.
I got it pulled up on my computer.
Okay. It's a little bit of delay on your guys' end, but here we go. Okay, so for all of you who haven't seen this again, this is Brian Windhorst today on First Take. And I got to say, I fucking it just makes, if you don't want to punch this man already, now here you go.
Something happened yesterday. The league executives.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Wondering what the heck it means. And it happened within 5 minutes. Like Adrian, the tweet right before, Adrian tweeted about Durant. He tweeted something else. There's a trade yesterday between the Utah Jazz and the Brooklyn Nets.
Here we go, chat.
It's a very strange trade. Very strange trade. You really have to be a Jazz or a Nets fan to even know what I'm talking about right now.
Okay.
I don't even know if you guys know.
Might see. Yeah, I have notifications for
They traded Royce O'Neal, who is a role-playing three-point defensive shooter.
We're gonna get through this together.
To Brooklyn for a future first-round draft pick. And so you're going, well, what do you care about Royce O'Neal? Why does that matter? Why would the Jazz do that? Why would the Jazz, who have 2 stars on their roster, take a player who's one of their starters and best defensive players and trade him in a salary dumping move? Why would they do that?
Open up space to try to land Kevin?
No.
Part of a 3-team trade?
You say, why did Quinn Snyder walk away from that job?
Okay.
And you say, when Danny Ainge, last time he hired a coach, it was Brad Stevens.
Right.
What happened that same year? What did he do? When he hired this young coach who never coached the NBA before, and he gave him a long contract, gave Brad Stevens a 6-year contract. Will Hardy, who they just hired, who was, going to potentially be a great young coach, they gave him a 5-year contract. Very rare for a first-time head coach to get a 5-year contract. Why? What's going on in Utah?
What's going on?
And that's what
20 more
people
seconds.
are watching right now.
Okay.
What's going on in Utah?
Okay.
And so I think the Brooklyn Nets and Phoenix Suns need to find out what's going on in Utah as well. Because what else happened that first year that Brad Stevens got hired? Danny Ainge traded Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce
To the Brooklyn Nets.
So
Welcome, Eric.
that trade, that Royce Young trade yesterday,
Okay.
was a very strange trade.
That was it. All right, let me know when you boys have finished that. Unfucking believable, chat. This fucking idiot.
It's super delayed for me.
It's fine. No worries. It's fine, chat. So, yes, I'm going to wait for these guys. I muted myself from them. They can't hear me right now. But it's all pointless. It's all ridiculous. That guy just did a fucking circle for no reason. A whole circle for no reason. Excuse me. Again, Eric, welcome to the chat. Adam, good to see you here, too. Let's have some fun, guys. Let's let us know what you guys think in the chat.
I'd be honest with you.
I want to hear it.
Instead of watching that gobbleneck bitch, I just watched the Baylor Laredo one a couple of times.
So the point of that is, if I suffered, you have to suffer too. That guy he just did a full circle of absolute zero knowledge, just trying to get himself into the entertainment world for nothing. Like, this guy is such a fucking idiot. All he got famous for, again, Darren and I have said it 1,000 times, is for following LeBron in high school. LeBron took him to ESPN because he said, hey, ESPN and I have this deal, just like they do with the Cowboys, that we're just going to talk about me, and I want you to be the guy that slobs my knob a little longer. And he said, no problem, LeBron. Give me that lake house on the beach in fucking LA, and we got it. Like, it is what it is. But
it was the same with that chick Ramona Shelburne when Ronda was fighting. Remember her?
Oh my God, yes. And
Jesus Christ.
And then she became a Warriors reporter because she lived in the area. She didn't even fucking know about them. Oh yeah, it was bad. But my point is, Darren nailed it right on the head. NBA insiders. Fucking ridiculous. My problem, Brian Rindhorst. You've been terrible forever, and you're still terrible. And then, this is a quote I got from ESPN right when KD announced that he wanted to be traded. I know, again, we can go into it again about Kyrie and KD, whatever, because we have more NBA slides coming up. But Kyrie announced that he is returning, and then KD announced that he is leaving. When that happened, Windhorst was on one of their NBA shows, and he says, quote, Lakers could have a package for both Kyrie and KD if they stayed together. That's like, of course. LeBron probably just whispered it once. Darren, are you back from that video?
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
So, I mean, I just literally just, I know something, but I'm not going to tell you. Like, fucking weasel. Like,
yes.
Just stupid, dude. Like, if you know something that you can talk about it. If not, don't beat around the bush, man. Well, why would they do this? Let's play a game. Like, are you fucking Jigsaw, bro? Like, let's fucking spit it out. That's your job. Your job isn't to give me my fucking daily riddle. It's to fucking tell me the basketball news. And, like, you're lucky that First Take was even on, because it's probably just left on after Get Up.
Yeah.
So, like,
and if you notice on First Take, of course, like, Stephen A. and whoever his guest of the week wasn't there either, because they said, fuck it. I don't want to be on there.
Yeah, there's nothing to talk about, dude. So they're just fucking phoning it in.
Yeah.
We'll get the fucking every time they have that old bald black dude on there, like, it's like they're just like, I don't know his name right now. Like, I feel like a piece of shit.
I know you're talking about, though.
Yeah, and it's like, God, like, they must not have anybody to fucking host, because I don't even know this guy. Like, I know him because he's been on ESPN, but it's like, yeah, you said Max Kellerman, bro. Like, I'm not trying to say Max is like, oh, so great, but it's like, you literally are just plugging anybody in at this point because you have nothing to talk about and nobody wants to, like, do the show.
Exactly. Like, so for your slide here, I had to put I looked up like stupid news reporters, and two of them that popped up was our boy Guy Ledouche. You guys remember him from fucking MXC? The best. Yep. The best. And the other one was just a Dick Palm. It's an actual newscaster somewhere. I don't know how or where. But Nathan, are you riled up yet? You ready to let it go?
Man, I'm so fucking tired of hearing this son of a bitch talk. So
I was watching the press conferences, dude, and
he was getting clowned, eh?
Yeah.
Sean Strickland clowned the shit out of him.
All right, Nate, take off, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty predictable at this point. Fucking UFC card, fucking Israel Adesanya, my favorite fucking paper champ, fucking does nothing in his fights. Just talking all that good shit this whole fucking week. How he's gonna kick the shit out of fucking Jaron Cannonier. He's gonna knock him out. This and that. Fucking Adesanya, you fucking leg kick bitch. Had fucking barely won his last fight against Robert Whittaker, a guy he's already knocked out. Fucking leg kicked his way to a decision. Yoel Romero, he threw one fucking strike against. Talked all this same shit. He's gonna be the first one to fight Yoel straight up. He's gonna take down the guy everyone's scared of, and then he got cracked once and fucking hid the entire fight. I am so fucking tired of this fucking weird jabroni fucking watching his cartoon porn and like bragging about it at press conference. Get this fucking guy out of my fucking face. I am so sick and tired of this guy being champ. I cannot wait for Pereira to win his fight this week and then fucking knock this son of a bitch out next fight. I am sick of this fucking guy. Get him out of my face. Everyone's saying this guy's as good as Anderson. Fuck you. You're a dickhead and you don't watch any MMA because Prime Anderson would work this fucking weirdo bitch over and over again. So fuck this guy. Tell him to shut the fuck up. Get the belt fucking out of my face. I'm sick of this guy, man. Fuck him.
So before we get onto this, Adam, we're going to go over that here shortly. We have some more NBA stuff coming up later. As for Nathan, I think I wrote down the quote. I think I wrote down the quote as accurate as possible. It says from Sean Strickland, quote, "I'm not judging Izzy on his cartoon porn addiction." When he said that, I watched that live. When he said that shit, I lost it. That shit was so fucking wild.
He's such a fucking weirdo bitch. I hate this guy, man. He's just a weirdo. Like get this guy out of my face.
His fights are boring as fuck.
Oh,
he's literally just concerned about holding on to the belt instead of like proving that he deserves it. Like, insane.
Yeah, fucking A. Leg kick his way to another decision, this fucking guy. Why don't you? Like, fuck out of here with this. I'm gonna fucking break this guy's face. I'm gonna do. Yeah, shut the fuck up. No, you're not. Stop.
No, he's not. What he's going to do is, he's like, you nailed it on the head. He's going to get a few cracks in and then hold his time over until it's all over, all 5 rounds. That's it.
Yeah,
just hold his time.
Do I think Jared Cannonier has any chance of winning this fight? Fucking no way. No.
But I hope he does.
If he can crack Izzy once, it'll be the last time he hits him because Izzy will just turtle and we just will get a fucking standstill fight where this 7-foot weirdo gets to use his length and just not engage anybody. I'm just so sick. Everyone's got this recency bias. Fucking Anderson in his prime would work this guy. It wouldn't even be a close fight. Fucking get this guy out of my face as one of the best middleweights ever. Fuck off.
Yeah, you know what? Go ahead.
The fucking chaotic asshole in me wants Luke Rockhold to beat fucking Paulo Costa, and we can maybe see Luke Rockhold maybe beat this guy. Like, I'm so tired of this fucking guy. He's up there with fucking Aljo for me in terms of just a piece of shit champion that just, like, I know he's won a ton, but fucking A, has it been so boring the whole time.
Every time we watched him, he sucked. Like, not, you know what I mean? The fight sucked every time.
Yeah, he's fucking been. It's like Masvidal recently. Like every time, like, yeah, Masvidal talks all this shit and then just gets held down for fucking 5 rounds. It's like I mean, fucking sneak peek into the UFC this weekend. Like, I'm not buying this pay-per-view card, and I'll explain why when we start going over the fights.
I'm gonna say the same thing too.
Save your money, man. Like. This one is stacked as it is. The recency in the UFC is like the more stacked the card, the more expectations, the worse the worse it turns out. So like if there was one to actually not buy, this one would probably be it.
And Nathan, you nailed it on the head. But we have UFC. We'll go over more of the UFC stuff when
I'll talk about it. I'll explain why as we go here, but fucking A, man. If there's a god in the sky, Jared Cannonier fucking like cracks him once, gets lucky, and we can fucking move on here.
All right, we'll come back to the UFC, but boys, there's been a lot of news going on with the NBA offseason, so I think we have to get to a little bit of it. And Adam, so now's that time. You're gonna see a little bit. Yeah, so if you haven't heard or haven't seen the news, or you're under a rock, or you don't check Twitter, NBA offseason opened up. What was it, last night at 5 Central, 6 Eastern?
Yeah.
So
that's when all like the
official signings happen. Yeah, official signings and trades. So first things first, we're gonna start with some signings that happened. Then we can get into some trades, and we can talk more NBA offseason. But I have a lot written down, and I still don't have all of it. I didn't put them on the slides. I just put a little bit of the pictures on the slides, some big names. So the first one I can go over here. This one was a long time coming, and it actually happened. People didn't think it would happen, but here we are. Bradley Beal stays in D.C. for a 5-year, $251 million max. The next one we have on here is John Morant. He signs. It's like a rookie contract max extension. It's called 5 years, $193 million. I probably should have put the numbers on here. My bad, guys. Zion fucking signed a 5-year max extension
Super max.
Yeah, super max, $231 million for Zion. And then
fucking waste of money right there, boy. That's the biggest fucking flop. He's got everyone fucking like.
Go for it, D. Let us have it.
He's just a fucking con artist, bro. Like, can't even stay in shape, but fucking get a super max. Like, what?
I don't know if you've seen the videos, D, but apparently he's back.
Bitch, fucking. So, are we paying people off YouTube videos?
I know.
Or paying them off fucking NBA championships. Like,
I know.
Fucking, if we're paying off videos, then fucking hot sauce needs to be paid.
But what's that bullshit about?
I'm a big Escalade fan, by the way.
Ooh.
He was sick.
What about the professor? No one.
I mean, Escalade was sick, big boy.
But when it comes to Zion, all last season, it's Zion might ask to be out. Where is he going? Where is he going to go to? Is it New York Knicks? He always wanted to play for the Knicks, and here we are. It's like all that shit is bullshit, always and forever. Just it's as long as the fucking NBA teams have their home teams have the right. When I say home teams, the teams that they're already with have the right to sign some sort of max or super max. They're always going to sign. Why? Because they'll get the max amount of money, and then they'll demand a trade 2 years into the fucking deal. Happens every fucking time. Don't waste your time.
Look at KD. He's got 4 years, and he's demanding a trade. And guess what? Since you're a star in the NBA, you can do that.
Yeah, you can do it. And guess what? The Nets, when they make that trade, most likely they'll have to eat some of it rather than another team just taking it. So you're fucking yourself either way, NBA, with this shit. But whatever, you're helping out the players get their max, so it is what it is. Next one I got here is Devin Booker. Devin Booker signed a max as well. 4 years, $214 million. Again, a 4-year extension on top of what he already has. So I think that makes it a 5 or 6 year deal already. And then last but not least, again, this one is predictable. Am I happy about it? I don't care. Zach LaVine signs a 5-year, $215 million max extension. So I got more written down on here. It's just the ones I have displayed on the screen here. I'm going to start with Zion, or not Zion. I'm sorry. I'm going to start with LaVine. I said this when we first got him. I wasn't happy about it. Let me put it this way. It's the same way I feel when we got Jay Cutler as a Bears fan. When we got Jay Cutler as a Bears fan, I don't fucking like him. I don't want him, but we got him. And then the same thing happened with Mitch. So as a Chicago fan in general, I'm used to this bullshit. Whatever. We paid him. He better be that guy. So here we are. That's how I feel about Zach LaVine. Does he deserve that much? No. I'd say close, sure. I know people will disagree with me on that, but I mean, DeMar's the star, not Zach. Okay.
DeMar, what kind of name is DeMar?
Jesus Christ!
I love that fucking video, dude. Like every time I hear that name.
But that's again how I feel about Zach. We already had a little bit of D on Zion. Nathan, out of all this news that you heard about a free agent signing, any of them stand out to you? Any of them was bullshit to you? We got a hot take from you?
I'll be honest, and you sort of boiled it down with the KD stuff a little, briefly. I don't care about any of this because none of these contracts actually matter ever.
No.
So what do we like? I guess if all these were concrete and everyone was going to honor their contract, but everyone's going to get pissed off and demand a trade in a year. So who cares?
Yeah.
I just NBA free agency doesn't matter to me just because of that stuff. Hockey matters to me because once you sign the contract, that's the contract. So those moves are permanent and mean something. These are I don't know. These are just good for a year. So to me, it doesn't matter, and I just don't have a very good take. I guess it's all fugazi. This is all fake.
You're 1,000%
To add
right.
to Nate's point, PJ Tucker just signed 3 years, $33 million or some shit to the 76ers.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I doubt that they really end up paying him that.
D, I don't know if you saw it, but he was rumored to go to the Bulls before that, and I was praying not to get him. He is not worth a dime of that.
No, he's just a fucking tough guy, so everybody wants him because he'll fucking knock someone out or fucking foul him hard if we need him to.
You know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of the final 7 years of Corey Maggetti's career. You remember Corey Maggetti? He's a fucking starter body that can't shoot, can't defend, can't do anything. He's just out there. Like that's
to me, PJ Tucker isn't even built like a basketball player. Like it's like
yeah, you're right.
I don't know what
I got a few more
I need
here.
to get off this.
I just want to read these off.
Not this.
Oh, you just get off this in general.
Yeah.
A few more I'm going to read off just because it's NBA and there's nothing else going on other than baseball, and UFC. But here it is. John Wall got paid $40 million from the Rockets just to sign with the Clippers. They paid him $40 million just to stay away, and then he signs another deal with the Clippers. So shout out John Wall for fucking robbing 2 teams. Let's see. Miles. Oh, we'll get to Miles Bridges in a second. Kyrie Irving signed an extension to stay. Harden declines $47 million opt-in just so he can play somewhere else. Before I move on to the rest of the signings here, call me crazy, but if I was James Harden, you already know that no matter where you go, you're not going to win. If you want to play with a winning team, that winning team's not going to take you. Like, look at the Bucks or Warriors, for example, because most likely that'll be your finals next year. Just going to call it right now. None of those teams want you. If anything, and you know you're not going to go to Phoenix. KD said he wants to go to Phoenix, but we'll get to that. But James Harden, might as well get your fucking money to opt in and just demand a trade because that's what every fucking player is doing right now. And I don't think you'll have another option to getting $47 million in 1 year again. That could just be me.
Oh, he wasn't declining because he wants to leave. He's trying to make room for PJ Tucker and one other person.
That's another thing too. Do you honestly believe that team? Like, I'm not saying if you were James Harden, but do you believe with the team that they have right now, including PJ Tucker, have a chance?
Fuck no.
Like that's what I'm saying. But he does. So. All right, a few more. Bobby Portis was rumored to go to the Warriors for a 2-year deal. He says fuck that, and he signs a 4-year deal with the Bucks. That goes back to the Bucks. Bradley Beal signed. Went over that. Jokic, the Joker, signs a 5-year max extension for $264 million. Go get your money, MVP. And then I got a couple trades here. Karl Anthony Towns signs a 4-year supermax extension. And then last but not least, we have a few trades, boys. A few trades happened in the NBA as of yesterday/today. For the NBA, trades include Murray got traded from the Spurs to the Hawks. They gave up. I know Gallinari was part of it, but he was like a sign and cut. I don't quite remember what they gave up in that deal. Rudy Gobert gets traded to the Timberwolves. He was rumored to get traded to the Bulls. That was the team that said he wanted to land with. Instead, he gets traded to the T-Wolves for 4 first-round picks. That makes the Jazz they just picked up 4 first-round picks within 24 hours. 6 first-round picks. Yeah, I think I said 6. One of the 6 first-round picks they've acquired is actually someone that was just drafted in the first round this past year. So they're trying to build. And they're also rumored to trade Donovan Mitchell to the Heat because the Heat put in a request to trade for him. So that's just something to keep an eye out. Or, as Brian Windhorst would say, Darren, something's happening in Utah. Something's happening. Keep an eye out. Also, it's not a big news, not a big name, but Malcolm Brogdon was the only good player on the Pacers this past year. He just got traded to the Celtics. So the Celtics are trying to build up. And last but not least, KD. Darren, where's KD going?
Hell.
Chicago.
Hell. He's the last piece.
Gallinari's going to Chicago, right?
It looks like we're close to signing him. I think it's going to be D is that if it's not official yet, the Gallinari thing, it will be if KD officially goes somewhere else. You know what I mean? Just to they're saving that spot for Gallinari unless it's like, oh wait, KD's here. Gallinari, we'll see you later. But yeah, but KD said that his first place he wants to go to is the Phoenix Suns. Surprised by that, Nate?
No, I mean him joining like a team that's already fucking there, I guess. No, that doesn't surprise me that KD would do that.
I think it was Pardon My Take that said it best. I think I listened to them today. They said KD just wants to go win a ring, but then he decides to join Chris Paul. Yeah, okay. It's like, damn. That's so fucking true. That's fucked up.
To me, it's like him and Chuck have so much beef. Why would you even want to go to Phoenix, bro? Like, now you have to deal with Chuck forever. Yeah, like, it's like, simple fact of, hey, I don't want to help your franchise or you fuck off, Chuck. But, maybe you want to like, look, I did something you never could. I won with the Suns. I don't know.
No, it's so if he doesn't go to the Suns, I see him going to the Bulls. I'm just saying that not as a Bulls fan. I see that. I mean, out of all honesty here, I do think that'd be a big landing spot for him. Otherwise,
The Mavericks have enough money to sign him.
that is another rumored team to go to. It is a rumored team for him to go to, and I think they have enough too with them not signing not Malcolm Brogdon. What's his name? Brunson. With them not signing Brunson went to the Knicks. They could be pretty close to affording him. If not, they can't afford him. So that's another good eye. That's a good eye out on that one, Nate. One last thing I had to note on when it comes to free agency signings. Shout out to the Knicks. They finally broke their Charlie Ward curse. I don't know if you guys ever heard of this, but Mitchell Robinson, he was drafted by the Knicks. He signed his second contract with the Knicks. That's the first time a player from the Knicks signed their second contract since 1994. So it's almost 30 fucking years that they've drafted someone and had them sign a second contract with the team. So shout out New York. Looks like you're finally back.
Shout out their owner.
Yeah. What's his name? Is it Dolan?
Yes.
Yeah.
James Dolan.
Idiot. All right. So that's anything
He's
NBA.
in the band. Fuck you, man.
So is
Don't
Irsay,
say that
though.
about-
That's the GOAT. Talking about owners in a band. Irsay's the greatest to ever do it. Oh, yeah. Brunson, 4-year max. Yeah.
They gave him a max?
No, not max. Sorry. It was 104.
Oh, I thought you said
No.
the word
I
max came out of your mouth.
I
like,
was
fuck.
I was
I
deleting
watched
2 lines at
Jalen
once.
Brunson play high school basketball. He ain't a max player.
He went to Stevenson, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah. I didn't know that. I saw that when he signed.
Mhm.
But yeah, so
Good player.
KD, look out for Phoenix, Bulls, or Mavs. Obviously, Phoenix is his front runner, but who fucking cares? Last but not least, when it
Magic.
comes Magic. Oh, all right, D. We can a boy
Yeah,
can
Paulo
dream.
put out that tweet.
Dude,
And-
he had no fucking right. He has no right to do that.
What
I
do
know.
you mean, bro?
No rookie can
Gotta
do that.
reach.
That's a pro move.
Reach for the stars, bro.
Bro.
He was a pro. He played at Duke.
Yeah, Coach
He
K.
was
He
paid.
got
Yeah,
Fuck
Coach
yeah, he got paid.
Coach K, the legend. Jesus Christ.
I don't know if Nate said fucking idiot or idiot, but either way.
That's what I said.
Oh my God. Last bit of NBA news: Miles Bridges arrested for domestic violence felony the night
Hey.
before free agency.
About
How are
that
you
guy.
gonna take us fucking laughing and goofing and then hit us with that?
Because we're about to get even more serious after this topic here.
No, fuck
Right.
that guy. I've seen the pictures. Like,
Yeah, me too.
Scumbag, bro. Scumbag.
The
He
report.
fucked her up bad.
Yeah.
I didn't
Oh, yeah.
look at it.
Like,
ESPN.
it's not even some I did it to myself type shit. Like it's like she's so bruised up that you can't say that like she fell or none of that shit. Like
It's bad, dude. It's so bad. Adam in the chat says, speaking of New York, today is Bobby Bonilla Day. He gets 1.1 million
Yes.
from the Mets. That's right. Until 2033. And then it's also, is it DiPietro? Is that right, Nate? Who's the guy from the Islanders? He gets paid a fucking crazy contract for 3 more years.
Does he really?
Yeah,
Rick
he-
DiPietro?
Yeah, he gets like I think $1 million for the next 2 or 3 years in the same day. So yeah, Bobby Bonilla Day.
I'd
Shout out
literally gamble. I'd gamble that amount every fucking year.
on the
And
first.
just like,
Yeah,
like, this is my gambling money. If I come up, I come up. If I go down, it's money, extra money. Fuck it.
but how smart is that to sign that fucking deal? Good for you, Bobby Bonilla. Like, way to fucking be. You're covered $1 million every year. Fucking solid. That's the last NBA news. You boys got anything else before we move on to the Ultimate Fighting League? All right, we're moving on now, boys. Okay, so again, got a couple of slides here. So here's what we're gonna do. I have the 5 main card fights. We're gonna start with the first one that kicks off here. If you picked an undercard fight, we'll go over that after. Got it? So
Yeah.
So first and foremost, we go on to the one that Nathan's been so excited for, the one that's going to kick this off. It's the bantamweight lead off on the main card. Sean O'Malley is coming in the blue corner. 15-1-0, and its odds right now, as before the podcast started, is -335. He's facing, is it Pedro Munoz? Is that how you pronounce it? Okay, perfect. H tried to throw me off. I'm fucking onto it. And then he is 19-7-0. His odds are at +245. All right, Darren, I accidentally let your pick go, but what's your pick?
Sean O'Malley, bro.
Yeah.
He's gonna get his ass kicked next time he fights if he really fights someone good like he's claiming. But right now he'll beat this guy.
Okay. All right, Nate.
Yeah, not so fast. I got Pedro Munoz this time around. I think Sean O'Malley's taking a huge step up in competition here. Munoz has got some power. He's got a chin. See if Sean can keep it at distance. If he can, he probably wins the fight. But if he fights dumb and he lets Munoz get inside, it might surprise you fuckers a little bit. So just be aware. Munoz is in this pushover bullshit that O'Malley's been fighting so far.
Darren, every time we watch a Sean O'Malley fight, Nate just fucking sits there hating that I fucking root for him. Just every time.
Yeah, he's a fucking loser.
So I'm not rooting for him, like the same reason Blake is. Like I'm not hype boy about him.
Yes.
I just think he's gonna pull Izzy. Like if he feels like he's gonna lose, he's not gonna engage. Like he's gonna keep his distance because he's taller, longer than this guy, so he can control the fight. I feel like if he needs to. So I'm not saying he's gonna dominate. I'm just saying he's gonna do what he has to like hold on to this streak or whatever.
I'm gonna say he's gonna dominate. I got him winning by finish, not knockout, but finish. Plus 120, plus 120 for me. He's just groaning.
I mean, you're such a fucking jabron.
Fanboy, bro.
Absolutely. But
he's gonna get the pink hair next.
No, he filled that
it's
spot.
Not pink, it's cotton candy.
He filled that spot in my heart that fucking Diego Sanchez has left in the UFC. Okay, that's how we're gonna
underperforming and being a fucking psychopath.
1,000%, 1,000%. But a certain sportsbook out there is boosting his knockout odds like plus 330. If you really think he's gonna win by knockout, I think right now it's like plus 180. But if some people out there really think Sean's gonna take that fucking fight, again, plus 330 in a certain sportsbook, but no free shout outs. Any notes on this one, Nate, before we move along? We already know about the crazy height differential. Anything that you want to add to this other than your hate for Sean O'Malley already?
No, man, I just like Pedro Munoz is going to surprise people just because like the casual fan knows who Sean O'Malley is. And like Pedro Munoz has fought like champs at 135 and has competed. So like you better be careful. There's a little animosity going into this. Pedro was a little pissed at the weigh-in. So like if Sean fucks around and doesn't take this seriously, he could get cracked. So Pedro's got a good chin. He's got some power.
The one note I have to add is that Sean O'Malley said on the Pat McAfee show this past week that he actually fractured his thumb a few months ago.
He said he's probably gonna break it in the fight then.
Right. Awesome. That's again. He said, classic fighter talk. Oh, I've never felt better.
He had to let it heal up.
Yeah, right. But that's my point. Like he's again.
Was that against?
Not against the fucking brick face. You're talking about no, he did that
Chris
in training.
Moutinho. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Not fucking brick face from Boston. I know who you're talking about.
Then he got his ass kicked the next fight he had.
Yeah, that kid wasn't ready. I mean,
I feel like he broke his hand against that kid, though.
He broke both his hands against that kid. At least that's what he says. He said he broke both his hands against that fucking kid. Jesus Christ, this fucking two fucking like water balloons, just not trying to knock his ass out. All right, should we go on to the fourth fight here? Next one we got is welterweight main card. Okay, so is it Barberena or Barberena? Barberena. Okay, good. That was my instinct. But Brian Barberena, he's 17-8-0. His odds are plus 100 against Robbie Lawler. We've all seen Robbie Lawler before. I mean, it's pretty crazy if you've been watching UFC and you haven't seen this guy fight already. 29-15-0. Odds minus 124, so he is the favorite. Darren, you don't have a pick for this one. Nate, I don't believe you do either, do you?
I mean, I'm gonna pick Robbie. This is probably the sneaky best fight on the card. Barberena is a bit of a punching bag, so like put a punching bag in front of Robbie Lawler. That's pretty good for Robbie Lawler, and it's not like Robbie Lawler is gonna fucking like wrestle the guy. So I'm I'm really excited for this fight. It's probably the best one on the card for me.
Really? Okay, shit. All right.
Yeah, Brian Barberena. I forget the fights. He had a couple. I think against Vincente Luque, who's like up in the 170s. He's moved on like above Brian's level in terms of like fighter, but Vincente Luque had like a couple of fucking crazy battles with. He's tough as shit, Brian, and probably too tough for his own good. That's why I said he sort of gets like speed bagged sometimes. So we'll see. It should be really fun. Like this is like the people's main event if I had to pick one.
So again, I'm only making a pick just because I want to pick every fight on this fucking card just to have fun with it. Like I said, I waited all last week so I can bet on this fucking UFC fight. So I did make a pick. It's Barberena for me, and again, it's nothing crazy. It's not like I'm putting all my fucking chips in on this basket. I'm just throwing a little bit at it just so I can say I'm in it. But the reason why is because I was looking at the records, and Barberena won 3 out of his last 4. And then obviously Robbie Lawler hasn't fought since September of 2021, where he beat Nick Diaz in a knockout. But before that, it was like 4 straight L's since like 2017. So I again
also like
go for it.
Strength of schedule there is should be looked
at. Yeah.
Oh
yeah. You got Ben Askren, Colby Covington. Like yeah, absolutely. Like I'm not negating that. But me personally, I don't care. Like if Robbie Lawler won this, good for him. Like I'm just. A little bit of fun money. That's all. Just if I had
a piece of shit for not rooting for Robbie Lawler.
Yeah, I'm not.
He's done for us as a fan. You're a fucking piece of shit. So
hey, I used to be a piece of shit. I used to be a piece of shit.
Hey, Nate, we all know Blake doesn't like to win money.
I mean, if you look at last week, I do not.
Sad as fuck, dude. Robbie Lawler is giving us some of the best fights ever. You're rooting for Brian Barberena.
You used to have the UFC
never even
Blake,
fucking.
And now you do this.
B, it's back there right now.
Never even heard of Brian Barberena before fucking today.
No.
And you're rooting for this guy
Sounds
now?
like a weatherman.
I know, he's just a fucking.
KD to the Wizards, what?
That's real?
Oh no, this is.
That's going to be a fan site, right?
Some YouTuber tweeted it and it just popped up on my.
He's from DC, so I'm sure there's a lot of fucking fakes out there like, he's going to the Wizards.
I mean, why would Beal stay? But anyways, fuck KD.
Yeah.
No, Beast, you gotta go with the childhood, the nostalgia. Like it's like when Anderson fought, is like you gotta bet with Anderson, even though you know you're gonna lose your money. Like he's the guy that. Like
also like, he beat the piss out of Nick Diaz. Like he's bad. He looked good.
I honestly don't even remember that fight.
Oh my fucking god!
No,
God damn.
No.
I'm so fucking sick and tired of you. It's crazy.
That's a good thing.
I have talked to you one time this week, and it's this time, and I'm fucking sick of you already. It's
perfect.
Disgusting.
We fucking love this pod, everyone. We fucking love it.
But yeah, fucking disgrace. You're a disgrace.
Can you explain something to me?
We could try.
Yeah.
What up, Higgins? Good to see you in the chat.
Why would Minnesota get Gobert when they already have Karl Anthony Towns?
It's that it's when I originally saw it, D, you know exactly what I thought of, and you'll remember this. You remember Monroe and Drummond for the Pistons?
Yeah.
That's exactly what I think they're trying to go for.
I mean, I get they got Anthony Edwards, but
and they give up Beverly, so they need a point guard. No, wait, do they have Teague still? No.
Yeah, they did trade Patrick Beverly.
Yeah, he was part of it.
I hate that motherfucker so much. Like
everybody hates fucking Patrick Beverly.
Luka Garza got released by the Pistons. They didn't pick up his option.
No shit.
Mm-hmm. The Iowa Hawkeye, the legend.
I'm glad. I will say this. I'm glad that the Bulls got. I know we're getting back to it, but I'm glad the Bulls got Andre Drummond. I'm not saying he's a great big man, but he's a big man. That's what we fucking needed. So thank you, Bulls.
You just got to steal players from Detroit to be good. It's okay.
Yeah, the Pistons. Ooh. All right, should we move on to the next one?
Let's do it.
All right, here we go. Now we're getting into. Was this fight 3? Yeah. I'm mixed up here. All right, middleweight main card. Alex Pereira, he's 5-1-0. as odds are plus 101 against Sean Strickland, 25-3-0. Odds minus 125. He is the favorite. Darren, did you pick a one for this fight? No, right?
Nope.
All right, we're gonna. Oops, hit the wrong button there. Gonna skip you on that one. Nate, what about you? Did you pick one for this fight?
This one is also going to be really good. So I think we're going to have back-to-back really good fights. Depends sort of what Sean does. Sean's a bad motherfucker. And then this Alex Pereira is pretty new to MMA in general, but he's a kickboxer. And he's beat Izzy twice. One of the times he slept him, like real bad.
Oh wait, I remember you talked about him last time. Izzy was gonna. Yeah.
So this is a #1 contender fight for the belt at middleweight. If Izzy wins, which I think he will against Cannonier, one of these guys is going to get the next shot. Just depends who wins. My heart wants Pereira to win because he's probably the one guy in the middleweights who will be able to stand with Izzy and be like on the same level as him in terms of striking ability. My gut says Strickland will win just because he's a more well-rounded MMA fighter, and we'll probably get Strickland versus Adesanya, especially because Sean talked like really well during the press conference, telling Izzy he'll break a nail and fucking making fun of his anime porn collection. So like that, there's animosity
Somebody
there
said
now.
a homophobic slur. Also,
he definitely did. He definitely did.
But no, he really set the floor for, hey bitch, when I win or if I win and you win, and Izzy's like, I'll knock your ass out or something. And he's like, yeah, like he knocked you out. So
yeah,
Sean, he did the call out good.
Yeah, Sean played it really well. Like it's good to see some people actually having fucking brains. If you ask Blake when we watched the UFC, like I complain all the time about these guys not taking advantage of fucking screen time and air time and mic time. So it's good to see someone with a fucking brain actually fucking talking. So the issue is Pereira is like a fucking legit striker. He hits fucking super hard. It just depends if he's got the well-rounded MMA game. We saw him in his last fight deal with some wrestling, and he dealt with it really well. But like he's got legitimate one-punch knockout power. He's a tank. So I'm hoping Pereira wins because I think it's a better storyline. But I won't be mad either way.
I'm in the same boat, Nathan, and I did pick Pereira in that fucking in that coin toss. I did, but I'm in the same boat. I think either one of these guys facing Izzy, I feel like we have a good shot at dethroning him because I don't think Izzy's gonna lose tomorrow. But we'll get to that one. But you know, I feel the same way. It's just whoever wins this one. I do hope it's a good fight. I think the next two fights we're about to go over, even though they're both like main events, I really don't see them being entertaining. Volkanovski, last time we watched him fight was awesome, but this is one of those, again, like you nailed it on the head earlier, overhyped card. The main events are going to suck. And then maybe, remember that, what was it? Not the last fight, but the fight before that we're watching. And the first two fucking fights of the card was like, oh shit, we're going to have a hell of a night. And then just fucking dud. Like this will be the last of the good fights. And then no offense to the champs, but we're probably going to see some duds next.
I think this next fight has a better chance of being good than the main event.
So let's get to it then. So the next fight again, co-main event, featherweight. It's Max Holloway, 23-6-0. As he's the underdog right now, plus 159 against Alexander Volkanovski, 24-1-0. Odds at minus 200 again, the favorite. Darren, you made a pick for this one. What do you got?
Holloway looked like a fucking skeleton. Yeah, he'll gain his weight back, but there's no way, bro. There's no way in fuck Volkanovski's losing to this guy. I mean, I'm not the expert in this, but I just think Holloway's more of a novelty, like Nate Diaz with more brain cells. We'll always remember him. He'll always be a name we know, but I think Volkanovski's gonna fucking sleep this guy. I could be completely wrong. I'm not an expert, but I just don't see and it could be recency bias. I don't know, but I do not. I've never been a. I like Max Holloway's talk game, but I don't see him doing anything. But like I said, not an expert. Listen to the guy Nate. He is.
All right, Nate. What's your pick then?
Yeah, I think this one could be pretty good. It just depends if Max can deal with Volko better than he did the end of the second fight and the first fight. He's 0-2 against him at this point. Like, it's tough if he goes down 0-3. If you go 0-3 against a champ, like, you might want to look at moving up weight classes. We've seen Max do that and get just bodied by fucking Dustin Poirier at 55. So like, this is like a make or break for Max. I mean, he was the guy after Aldo lost to McGregor, and McGregor sort of went on to bet bigger and better things. Holloway was the guy who filled the gap, and he was dominant and he's super fun to watch. And yeah, I agree with D a lot for what he was saying. We'll always remember Holloway, and like, he's up there in terms of like the Mount Rushmore at 145. It's Aldo, Max, and Volko, but like, there's a different Volkanovski's just a different animal. He's just so calculated and good. Like, we watched him beat the piss out of Korean Zombie. And like, he made him look like he shouldn't even be in the UFC. And like, Korean Zombie,
that wasn't even that long ago, right?
No, that was the
yeah,
last
it was
fight.
his last fight. Yeah. So, and Korean Zombie does that to like up and comers. Like, Korean Zombie's no pushover. He's not a scrub. He's a UFC veteran. He made him look like he shouldn't even be in the UFC anymore. So like, yeah, for me, I don't think Max is good at. I don't think it's not that Max isn't good enough. It's Volkanovski's will never give him the option to win the fight. Like, Volkanovski is never gonna stand and trade with him. He's never gonna stand and like just get into a full out brawl. The takedown's always there for Volko. Like, he's got really good ground and pound. He's tough as shit, and his striking is just getting better, it seems. So I just don't see a way based on the first two fights that Max can win. He had some success early in the second fight, but then Volkanovski just adapted and just beat the shit out of him for 3 rounds. So I just don't see any way this could go well for Max. He's got to win, otherwise, like, what do you even do, sort of, at that weight class anymore? So I don't know. Yeah, but you're right, D. He did look super sunken out for the weigh-in.
He normally does. Like, I mean, like
Yeah.
I mean, normally, but like last couple times I've seen him at weigh-ins, he's looked like on death's edge. But I mean, they gain it right back. But it's like, I don't know, dude. Like, is Volko, like, does he walk around close to 150, or like it's like Holloway? He's so tall, right? I feel like he's like a lot heavier than 145. So
yeah, I'd say they probably walk around at the same weight. I just think Max's face looks worse when he cuts. I mean, if you want to go look at bad weight cuts, go look at when Conor was trying to make one, when he was making 145.
Oh, fuck.
Dude looks like a skeleton. I mean, it's just a big weight cut for these guys. So I just, Volko's so fucking good. He's just on another level right now. He's probably the best 45er ever. And that's with like the recency bias. Obviously, Jose Aldo is fucking awesome, and he was unbeaten for like 10 years. But like, Volkanovski's just different. This guy is probably the best 45er we ever seen. He just beat the shit out of everybody. So I think it'll be a good fight. I think they'll both stand and trade a little bit. So I think it'll be fun to watch. But probably towards the end of it, it might get like sad, sort of like the zombie fight. Remember that, Blake, where it was just like, holy fuck, like, get this guy out of here.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So yeah, we'll see. Volko's just unbelievable. He's just super, super well rounded and good. I wish the MMA community respected him more, because
I'm with you.
He gets booed a little bit, and he's sick, man. He's sick to watch.
He's so fucking good, and going off of your so real quick though before I go into my thing, what was your final like pick for this fight?
Volko by decision or Volko by TKO. Like I just don't. Max is just Volkanovski's never going to give him the option to win. That's just the way I see it. It's not that Max isn't good, but like he's just not going to have the option. Tough.
So so you nailed it on the head. If Volko, he needs to get a lot more respect. He's really fucking good. He's gonna kick Holloway's ass all the way through, but and again, Volko is. It's weird to say this, but he's underrated. And one reason why I think he's so underrated from people that whether it be casual watchers or whatever, what have you, is the fact that he wins by decision all the fucking time. At least every time I watch. So I had the same thing actually. I have him winning by decision. Get your money out of it. He's going to win. Plus 260, I think, is a really good fucking price to get him at a decision. So with me too, same thing. But yeah, the guy's a fucking beast. He's a monster. He's not losing this fight. Whether it's by knockout or I don't know if he will win by a sub, but I could 1000% see him winning by decision. And that's one of the reasons why I think the co-main events are going to kind of, just drag on. But at the same time, Volko deserves the respect, though. Let's make that clear. It's not like one of those that you're gonna be like, oh, fuck you. No, he's going to dominate the whole time, but it's going to go all the way. So let's go ahead and respect that W. Yeah, that's my 2 cents on this fight. Anything else before we move on to Nathan's main event?
I mean, no. I think it could be good, man. I think up to this point, the card will be fun. There's a lot of like fun fights on the undercard.
Oh, I'm gonna watch all the undercard and prelims. I am.
Prelims and undercard, I think, are gonna be probably your best sorts of entertainment.
I actually have a couple
talk about
picks
them after the main event a little bit.
Darren and I have a couple picks for those too that we'll get to.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on to the main event here. The one that everyone's been waiting for. Middleweight main event. Jared Cannonier, like this man is coming in here 15-5-0. His odds are at plus 355 before we started the pod tonight. Yesterday it was plus 330, I think it was. Not much of a change, but Israel Adesanya, 22-1-0. Odds minus 500. Let's go ahead and get to it. D, did you make a pick for this fight? I don't think you did. Yes, you did.
No,
you didn't. You didn't.
I didn't.
But if you were to have to pick one or say anything about it,
I'm a big Jared just because fuck is he. Like, literally, he's not proven the last couple fights. I think last 2 fights. I can't remember 3 fights back, but I know for sure the last 2 fights he hasn't done anything to prove that he's the champ. He's just like held on to the fucking championship, not earned it. So if I were to bet, I'd bet on Jared just because of the money wise and because I'd like to see the trauma of Izzy losing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I respect that. I do. What about you, Nate?
Yeah, I mean, the killer gorilla, man. He's a bad dude. I just don't think he has the striking skills to deal with Izzy. You sort of have to break him down, and you have to, like, Izzy will never be the first one to go. So, like, I can see this being a fight sort of like the Paulo Costa fight where if Jared Cannonier rushes him, he could get caught with something. The only thing going in like Cannonier's favor to get in like striking matches with him is Jared has been like, I think he fought at heavyweight at one point, this fucking guy. So like
he went all the way down to middleweight from heavyweight?
He was a big boy.
Wow.
Like he wasn't in the shape that he's like in tremendous shape at middleweight, but he was a big boy at heavyweight. So like he's been hit by some people who have some real power. I would say Izzy doesn't have a ton of power in his hands. I think his strikes surprise you, and that's where they sort of that's where they can sort of clip you and get you off balance. And once that happens, like there's not a lot of people that, to give Izzy credit, there's not a lot of people that handle an opponent being hurt like he does. He just sort of picks his shots really well and just finishes the job. But we'll see. I mean, Izzy, I think the way this goes is there's a flurry early. Izzy gets hit with something, and then we see leg kick central. So, I mean, this is the main reason I'm not buying the card. I'll find a way to watch it some other way, not illegally, because I would never do something along those lines. But I just think this one's going to be a stinker. I just think Izzy's due for another one. That's why I'm not going to buy it because of this. It's tough to say, man. The middleweights used to be so much fun, and it's just not the same anymore. Yeah, I wish Anderson was still around.
Izzy's gonna break a leg. Now he told me he's throwing all these kicks.
I mean, he's a skinny boy, but
Nate, what's your pick?
It'll be Adesanya by decision. If Cannonier rushes him, he might get caught and get knocked out. But like, it's Izzy by decision. It's Izzy by like split decision, barely on 2 judges' scorecards. This fight makes me so sick. I'm just so tired of this guy being in the number 1 spot, main event. But he's like everyone fucking riding his dick. He's supposed to be this next big star for the UFC. So I don't know. I wish John would come back and just squash this kid.
Said it 4 times already. I'll say it again.
But John's too heavy, bro.
Yeah, now he is, but even still, boy can dream.
Even Nate said it too. Darren said it as well. He's gonna get a couple cracks and fucking run around and just hold it over. I had the same thing. Adesanya by decision. Now I will hedge myself. I will bet on Jared to fucking just win it straight up, just because I'm hoping for it.
So don't bet, you fuck. Do not even bet, motherfucker.
Darren, I haven't placed these bets in yet. Not this one, but this is my pod. This is going to my pod record. I got Adesanya winning by decision. Absolutely, I do. But I honestly think about just putting a little bit of something on Jared, just because I'm going to root for him the whole time. I just feel more right. But I think Adesanya is honestly going to win by decision. That's just what's going to happen. That's the truth of it. It's the way it is. So yeah.
I wonder if Dana said something to him like, "Hey, bro, you have to make these fights entertaining. Like, you can't keep doing what you're doing." Like would Dana say that, or would it just?
I would think he would take away the main event from him first. Like, he'd make it a co-main event, like make him the second out of the 2. Does that make sense? Like he'd be the 4th fight, not the 5th fight. If Dana actually said something about it. I mean, do you see that happening, Nate?
You can watch Dana's post pressers, and he'll tell you when he's disappointed in fights. I don't think he was super fucking pleased about the Robert Whittaker Izzy 2 fight. I don't think he was like super pumped about that shit. But I mean, what are you gonna do? The kid sells pay-per-views. I mean, people want to see him fight, and he's got this little cult following that really, really loves him. And I guess more power to him. But like, I don't know.
My champions fought when I was growing up, not fucking danced around.
Yeah, I know, and like, let's not pretend like Anderson had like one of the worst fights ever that I've ever watched. It wasn't, I don't know if it was Saudi Arabia or it was Dubai. It was one of the UAE countries, and fucking he fought. God damn it, who did he fight? It was the grappler, fucking Brazilian dude. He's a bad motherfucker, but
Shogun.
No. Shogun was 205. Give me half a second here.
And I'm not even saying like I want them to bang like the whole time. Like, they can wrestle, bro. I at least want to see wrestling. If they fucking lay on top of each other, I'm more excited with that than just fucking dancing around each other all day.
All right, give me a second. He fought. Where are you, you motherfucker?
God, I hate Izzy.
Yeah, he's just a real piece of shit. Like, I'm just fucking over him.
Like, you can be cocky, dude. That's fine. Like, I love cockiness. John Jones is the cockiest motherfucker there is, and I love him, bro. Like, it's not about like, oh, confidence turns me off. No, you're just a piece of shit, dude. Like, if you came out and fucking smashed people's faces in, or you gave us exciting fight after exciting fight, yeah, bro, cool. You can do all the weird shit you do, but
hey, it doesn't help himself when he's just a fucking weirdo, man.
And then every time someone else is fighting, he's got to fucking like have his little vlog going, and it's like, bro, fuck off. Like they're in the ring, they're doing it. Okay, you don't fucking do half the shit they do because you avoid every fucking conflict. You Floyd Mayweather every fight.
So,
but it was Damian Maia. It was in Abu Dhabi. Damian Maia. I don't know how I forgot Damian Maia's name. I love Damian Maia. But it was probably the worst fight I've ever watched in my life. They just sort of looked at each other for 5 rounds. Anderson won it in fucking for a unanimous decision. Dana has been on the record as saying that almost cost the fight was so bad it almost folded the UFC. So like everyone has stinkers, but like when you're just prone to them all the time, I just fuck off, man. Just fuck off. Just someone just need. And the shitty part is you've got a fucking dickhead at champ underneath him, fucking Usman, and they're boys. So Usman will never go up to 85 and challenge him for the belt there, because they won't fight each other. So like the middle weights and the fucking welterweights are just fucking. They're just like at a standstill because these two dickheads who are boring as fuck are at the top of the divisions. Just so sick, man. Bring GSP and fucking Anderson.
Okay,
how tall is Izzy?
Izzy's 6'4", I think.
Oh, so Connor and him will never bang.
I got a question for you, Nate. So hypothetically, hear me out. Jared wins this fight. Usman coming up right away, or they have to give it to the winner of the Strickland fight?
No, they'll do a rematch with Izzy and Cannonier.
That's true, because they got to give. They will though. He's right. Right.
Nobody wants that, but that's what they'll do.
Izzy would have to fight someone else for me first. Like,
no,
you don't just get this ain't boxing, bro. You don't get a rematch.
He gets an immediate rematch. He will. Just trust me. That's just the way it goes.
I know that's how it goes, but it's like, to me, that's bullshit. Like, let him fight some more people and prove, because after you lose a fight, that could fuck you up mentally, and you might not be that same person going against a new person. But if you fight this person that beat you, you have this fucking drive and desire, so of course you might do better the second rematch. But if you had to fight some random and you're like, oh shit, I've never fought them and I just lost to someone else, I feel like mentally that would fuck with you. So, but Izzy says he's prepared to die, so he's a fucking lunatic.
That's just because he just got done watching like Attack on Titan right before he came out there and said that shit.
He watched Naruto before he came out.
Yeah, fucking unadulterated Naruto. Perfect.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Darren, you and I got some undercards here. You want to go ahead and let out your pick?
Which, sorry.
You're fine. I think I had you with the, I think you only have one, right? Do you have one or two? You only have one.
No, two, John. Andre Muniz.
Oh yeah, I'm. Did I put that on there? Let's see. I didn't put that one on there, D. But yeah, okay. I'm sorry. So you have Muniz winning, right?
Yes.
Beating Uriah Hall because I thought you were a big Uriah Hall guy. What happened?
No, bro. The only thing he's ever done is fucking beat up some fucking little computer nerd who fucking. And I love computer nerds, like, so not being fucking a dick. But he beat up some kid that had no business being in the ring with him by kicking him in the fucking chest. That's the only claim to fame he has. He's been getting his ass kicked ever since. I don't know. I want to see him get the Greg Hardy, bro. Like, I just want to see the UFC give him the boot. You had your chance. You haven't lived up to it. Donald Cerrone is my second pick, just because I think it's his last fight.
I think Nathan said that too, right? You said that a week ago when we were talking about him versus the other guy that he was supposed to fight.
What's that?
Cerrone. He was supposed to him versus the other guy. You thought that they're both going to throw it on their gloves.
Yeah, no, I would imagine Donald maybe retires after a loss on this one. If he wins, I'm not sure. Yeah. But this will be 50 UFC fights for him. So I
see him either way. I see him walking away because even if he wins, like he's not trying to go win a title. Like his kid gets to see him win. He's done. Walks away on his own terms. He's an actor now. Like I haven't seen
I
it
mean,
yet, but I definitely
that
will
movie's
watch
gonna be dog shit, but
oh yeah,
I'll watch
I'm
it
sure,
still,
like,
bro.
yeah, I mean, sure thing.
I mean, I watched John Cena movie when it came out. Can't even tell you the name of it.
Well, you feel
Walk
like
Hard.
The Marine.
Walk Hard was The Rock, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what was the other one
It's
called?
where he carries that fucking like 2x4 around.
What was the other one I watched? I watched the other one a lot. The Rundown. The Rundown was good with Sean William Scott. You guys ever seen that one?
No.
Those came out the same exact time. Walk Hard because Walk Hard, Johnny Knoxville was the bad guy.
Listen,
you remember that? You know what I'm talking about?
Well, is it Walk Tall?
Walk Tall.
Walk Tall.
I think it's Walk Tall.
Is the Marine where they're like in a swamp and
yes, yep,
yes, yeah. So I've seen that too. That's
the Marine, yeah.
But think about it: if The Rock's ever our president, I just want like his intro video to every event to just be him in that Walk Hard movie with the fucking
you
2x4.
You can't say that. Did you watch Idiocracy yet? You have to watch that first because
yes, I watched it.
You did?
What'd
you think?
The next day, hilarious. Victoria was even like, "This is good." She fell asleep, but I finished it. And it's just like, oh.
yeah, we're going there, right? Like, we're on our way, dude.
What was his name? Not sure.
Oh.
We're here for not sure. And then the fucking president's like, here, give me a beer. And he's fucking driving a motorcycle, drinking a beer. And I'm just like, yes, bro.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, my God. Great movie. It's a classic. I got a couple undercard picks myself. One thing we don't have on the main card. No ladies. Shout out to the ladies. They need some representation on here. So we got.
I mentioned the WNBA twice. I mentioned it twice.
The fuck did you just say to me, Blake?
I got Macy Barber winning by decision at -124. She always wins by a fucking decision. And then Jessica Rose Clark to win straight up -1.
The hottest girl in the UFC, Jess, fighting on the first fight in the card. Make sure you tune in.
What time's that? What time's the very first fight start? Is that
right up my alley? This fucking girl, but so
hey, did you pay for Van Zant?
Smoke show, eh? Nah, who fucking pays, man? You find that shit for free.
Oh my God!
It's all about the free shit today. He's
he ain't paying for shit.
And who pays for them?
Oh my God! Oh, it's great. Darren, I'll make sure I throw your pick on there for Muniz here in a little while. But
Nunez. I thought you were talking about Nunez for a second. I was like,
no.
She's not fighting.
That
is.
Now
are we fucked on the next UFC event? No.
The next one's the Nunez fight, right, against Pena.
Yeah, this was going to be the good one, and the next one is going to suck.
Here, I got it right here.
Pena versus Nunez.
They always do the big international fight week fights.
Ooh.
Brandon Moreno.
Kai is about to win a fucking belt.
Kai?
I think Kai is going to beat Moreno's ass, bro. Moreno, I don't even think he should have won that last fight.
Nah, that last one was tough to watch.
So,
Ankalev's
Derek loses.
Let's see.
Where's my boy?
Who's that?
Darren Till's homeboy.
Chimaev?
Yeah.
Trying to fucking get a fight sign. I think they're trying to do Colby versus him.
Oh, yeah, but Colby's... he can't fight right now because he's trying to press charges against Jorge. What a little bitch.
Talk about another guy who should just stop fucking talking. Jorge Masvidal.
Yeah, he's trying to get this Conor fight so bad. He should have been like, shut the fuck up.
I'll be honest, like, he must have spent all his fucking money already.
Oh, yeah, bro.
He must have blown through that. Yeah.
Bro, if you get money like that, you need to move to fucking Wyoming or Utah or like middle of nowhere. Fucking have not bare minimum. Have a nice house with some land, but your cost of living should not, and what you get for it should not be Miami status when you're just a short-term pro athlete. Like, you need to have like a fucking modest lifestyle. Like, move out in the country, create some fucking lotion or some skincare product, let your wife promote it or whatever. Oh, it's all natural, holistic. She can make money doing that. You're just in the middle of nowhere spending dick to fucking live. Like
spending dick to live.
Miami, bro. Think about it. Probably a condo in Miami is probably at least $5,000 or more a fucking month, and he's not making hundreds of thousands of dollars getting his ass kicked. So
yeah, it's gonna be tough to sell a Jorge fight right now. The only one that sells is Conor, and it's because of Conor.
And he's got legal fees out the yin yang now, probably. So he needs the Conor fight, bro.
Yeah, I mean, he seems fucking so desperate. It's one of the saddest turns of like, he went from knocking Askren out, like this cult classic hero.
But now, I mean, anybody can do that now. So, I mean, is it really that great?
He just turned into like just a fucking. Fucking Conor went back in the day when everyone would call him out and shit. Everybody and their mother was calling Conor out because they fucking one didn't believe he was as good as he said he was. He hadn't accomplished much yet. All he'd type on Twitter was "beg me." That's all he'd say. He wouldn't add anybody. He wouldn't respond. He'd just say "beg me." Fucking Jorge's just begging for it. It's just sad. It's just a sad turn of events.
I wouldn't pay for that either, to be real. You could not hype that fight up enough. You could hype me up on a Conor Floyd fight before I'd see Conor and Jorge, just because it's like, oh, okay, it'll be entertaining, but we all know what's gonna happen. Like, I don't see Floyd knocking him out. I just see them going the distance, blah blah blah.
But you can bet, Darren, that let's just say hypothetically that does happen. Conor knocks his ass out. The first person to be talking is Kobe. Yeah, I'd do that again to you. Like, you know damn well he's gonna pick up a mic and just find it somewhere.
Well, Colby, I'm talking about Floyd.
No, I'm saying if Conor fights Jorge and Conor knocks out Jorge, which I mean, Conor's gonna beat Jorge. Go ahead.
Conor's got that leg,
I truly
bro.
think Conor beats him, but it's whatever.
Conor would literally knock him out, dude. Like, I don't see it going the distance. I don't see Masvidal doesn't submit people, right? I mean, he just tries to throw flying knees because he got it tattooed on him. So he's like, "This is my calling. This is how I will win every fight. My special move."
He's got the t-shirts made already.
Like,
Masvidal gets hit too much. And Conor, like, it's the same thing with all these 55ers right now. Like, all these dudes get hit way too much. So, I don't know.
Give me Conor and Nate before you give me Conor and Jorge.
I would love to do Conor Nate as Conor's
No, like, for real, I would buy Conor Nate, dude.
100%.
Because all the shit talk would be hilarious, dude. Like,
and that'd be such a great main event. It's not even a card or a title.
Because you got Conor, like, you fucking idiot. I can't even do an accent, but he'd be calling him an idiot and fucking just like, Nate, like, what you want to do, pussy? Let's go. And he would just be fucking hilarious. Like, I don't care what the result would be. Just the build up to the fight would have me so hyped up. Like, I'd be watching all the fucking little videos and ESPN shows that they do. Like, it would be gold. It'd be fucking grade A material. But Conor and Jorge, it's just a desperate fucking little bitch trying to fucking come up on a payday because he couldn't hold his anger together and fucking slept someone in a fucking public place. Like,
yeah, the shit talk between Jorge and Colby wasn't even good. They just went back to each other a bunch of times.
You had an Obama phone.
Yeah. So they just did that a bunch of times. So, like, I don't even think if Conor was like fucking shit talking and like needling him, I don't even know if he'd be able to do anything. The only thing he keeps saying is Conor is gonna die because he's addicted to coke. I don't know. This guy's just lame. He turned from fucking sick to lame super quick.
Speaking of, not trying to change the subject. Rest in peace, Jalen Ferguson. Don't do fucking cocaine, kids.
Yeah, I don't have a slide for it, but I was gonna bring that up too. Yeah,
stick to the pot. Do a fucking Adderall before you do coke, bro. Like, I'm not even trying to promote bad shit, but it's like, literally get something from a doctor before you go fucking do some
weird
concoction.
For those who haven't seen, Baltimore Ravens outside linebacker. I'm reading this directly from the tweet from Darren's boy Shefty. Ravens outside linebacker Jalen Ferguson died of the combined effects of fentanyl and cocaine.
Yeah.
According to medical examiners on Friday, a spokesperson in the Maryland department said Ferguson's death on June 21st was ruled by accident. He was 26. They responded to a home in the northern district of the city where they found him unresponsive, being treated by medics. Said there's no signs of trauma found and no foul play. It was just straight up fentanyl and cocaine. That's they got our boy Mac that way, and now Jalen Ferguson. Cocaine.
Yeah, man.
Well,
Fentanyl.
Max was in pills. Bro.
No, but it was
pills.
fentanyl.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
So check out this like Twilight Zone shit for me.
Okay.
Watching The Wire, second season of The Wire, a bunch of immigrant girls get found dead in a fucking shipping container.
Oh no.
Okay.
Yeah.
That happens, and then The Wire is also in fucking Baltimore, and they like have like fentanyl mixed in some of their drugs, and it's like all this shit is happening in real life as I'm watching this show, and it's just like, what the fuck? Like, am I in, like, where's the Crypt Keeper from like my childhood days? Like Tales of the Crypt Keeper. Like, I feel like I'm in like a weird ass world right now, dude. I watch it on TV and then I see it happen in the real world, like that same week or the week after, and it's just like, what the fuck is this, dude?
After you said you were rewatching it, I had to go to a customer's house, and they started talking to me about shows, and the guy goes, "My wife's never seen The Wire, so she's watching that." I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like, my buddy's watching that shit. What the fuck?
And right when I tell you about it, then someone mentions it to you as well. But
yeah, like
nobody else
that's
would
so
ever
weird.
mention The Wire to you. Like the rest of your life, no one's gonna mention The Wire. But just because it happened like same week or whatever, it's just like weird ass world, dude. Universe is weird.
Ain't right.
But yeah, rest in peace, Ferguson. Kids, don't do cocaine. Don't snort anything. Just fucking smoke some pot, drink some beer. Like,
take your vitamins.
Do not fucking snort drugs. Like, it's not worth your life. What's the guy, the Celtics player, that all our parents like he died. He was like a number 1 overall pick, and he did it, and he got killed.
It's not Robert Parrish, right?
No. It's like a weird, like a funny, not a funny name, but it's like, oh.
What'd he do, D? Say it again. What'd he do? He snorted something?
He died from cocaine. It was a NBA player.
Len Bias?
Len Bias. And he was like a huge deal, and like, all like that was like the big like war on drugs like thing. Like, look, it killed Len Bias.
Bias was drafted number 2 overall of the Celtics in the '86 draft, but 2 days later he died from a drug overdose from cocaine.
Yep.
Cardiac arrest.
Don't do it, man. It's not worth your life. There's literally like if you don't like, just drink a Red Bull, bro. 5-hour energy. Like, there's no need to like. Not worth it, dude.
To lift up the spirits a little bit here, they already it's been blowing up the fucking internet. Your boy Windy, they're taking screenshots from the fucking.
With this finger, like,
yes, I got it up on the screen right now. Yeah, it's fucking. Bro, they're taking screenshots from that fucking first take and putting it everywhere right now. Twitter's blowing up with that shit, so keep an eye out for stuff. These are gonna be the memes of the week. Just saying. I got a question for you guys. Let's there's not a lot of football topics going on, but we can get into the thing that happened in college here in a second. But before we get to college, because that was bigger news, did you guys see what OBJ got himself? How about you, Nate? Did you see it?
Shit on the chest? I don't know.
Oh my God. You knew that was coming.
I mean, you set me up for that shit, I guess.
I did. OBJ got a painting of himself. Oh, man. Trying to find a good picture of it. There we go. There we go. So this is for the people to see at home. OBJ got a painting of himself in a Rams uniform, and you can clearly see his Super Bowl ring lifting up himself in a Browns uniform, like trying to help him up off the ground.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's real. Like, he actually got himself that fucking painting. I saw this, and it wasn't a big deal, but it was like, Jesus Christ, that someone. Darren needs to see this most of all, since he might not be in a new Packers wide receiver.
Listen.
All right.
He ain't, bro. He ain't coming to Green Bay. Even if he does, he won't commit because he's like, "Oh, I'll sign for the playoffs for you." Like so. To me, it's like even if you just come in the last 6 weeks and play playoffs, even if we win a ring, he's gonna buck when Rodgers leaves. And honestly, I think with Jordan Love experiment needs to last. If he doesn't produce, keep him till Arch Manning, and then that's it.
Till Arch Manning. You mean Jackson Mahomes?
No, check this out, dude. What if you're Arch Manning or you're what's his name? Not Eli, not Peyton, Cooper. If you're Cooper Manning,
yeah,
and you already know the Manning family, like, oh, we're not gonna go here if you draft us. Okay, cool. Why not go to a fucking team with no owner? You have a board to answer to. You do what the fuck we want, or we ride. Yes, sir, Mr. Manning. Boom. Green Bay is fucking title town for the next 20 years. It's going to be glorious. Can't wait.
So, anyone else get...
I think I heard Nate puke back there.
I was just going to ask, anyone else fall on their head this week? It's, it can hurt. Go to the doctor.
Christ.
Think about it, though. If you want to come to the NFL, do you want to go to a team with an owner, with a Jerry Jones, that you have no control, that could change their mind and say, you know what, I don't like this fucker, I'm getting rid of him? Or do you want to go to a team that literally has a board that just says yes to all the football?
I want to go to Jerry because I only have to swindle one person.
Well, Nate, I was going to say, do you want to go play for Jim Irsay? You want to go play for a village? Irsay taking care of his boys.
Literally, Rodgers has said, like, there's no, like, persuading them. It's whatever you take to them, yes, do it. Y'all are the football guys. Y'all know football. We'll do whatever you want. It's literally, you just bring it to them. Hey, we want it for this guy. Hey, y'all know what you're doing. There's no persuading. So that's why Rodgers used to get so pissed, because it's like, y'all are, like, purposely not fucking trying because we can do whatever we wanted, but y'all aren't even trying. So,
since we're talking owners, we have a new owner in the league. Walmart Air buys the Broncos. That's the fourth member of the Walmart family that owns an NFL team.
If I have to see Russell Wilson every time I walk into Walmart, I'm gonna fucking snap.
Dude, that's been stuck in my head for the last 3 fucking weeks, man.
It's gonna be him and the smiley face. They're gonna bring back the smiley face, and they're gonna have Russell riding the fucking smiley face on all the commercials.
Hey, smiley face, let's ride.
I swear to God, I watch Pat McAfee every other day, and that shit just gets stuck on my head. By the way, Darren, I don't know if you've seen it. I think it was Wednesday's episode. It's probably the best episode of Pat McAfee I've seen in like 2 years. For sure.
I haven't watched really this week.
I praise.
But
it was such a shit. It was so shitty that it was funny. Does that make sense? Like, it was, and they said it too. Like, it was so bad, it was just perfect. It was great.
I saw Ty on there today as Coach Sirianni, and I thought that was hilarious. I just saw a clip.
But fucking AJ still a scumbag. Like, it's all still good shit. Just great shit to watch. A little bit more NFL news. Scary Terry stays in fucking Washington. No shocker there. 3 years, $71 million. We just haven't talked about it since last time.
Motherfucker, I'm going to the NBA instead of signing that league or that deal.
Yeah, 3 years, $71 million.
No kidding. No, I don't care that it's so much. It's the Washington. Like, I don't want to be here, bro.
Yeah,
my owner sucks.
Yeah, why stay
there? My quarterback sucks. There's no reason to stay here.
Did you
see
falling
from the stadium roof?
Did you?
Like, there's no reason. I don't even care if you tell me in 5 years Jeff Bezos will be the owner. In 5 years I'll be out of my prime. You'll probably want to get rid of me. I want to go somewhere now.
I don't know. Speaking of Pat McAfee and Washington, it's coinciding. That episode I was talking about, which is the best one I've seen in a while. It starts off with Boston Connor said the day before that Carson Wentz in a Washington uniform is like the worst quarterback sighting he's ever seen, and some fucking newspaper in Europe quoted it, and so like fucking everybody was tagging Pat in it. Fucking Boston Connor got the spotlight on him for saying Carson Wentz is the worst quarterback he's ever seen.
And He called Dan Snyder a fucking snake rat fuck.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, bro, you're just a fucking a co-host. Like, chill out, dude.
Oh
Like,
man, that's so
Dan
fucking
Snyder's
great.
a fucking petty bitch, dude. He'll get people after your ass. Like,
have you guys seen anything that's happened trial wise with that? They with the moment they set up the trial, and I think we talked about it last week. He said, "Nope, I'm gonna be out of town. I can't be there." And then he got subpoenaed, and he straight up denied it. Like, homeboy is avoiding it at all fucking costs. And good, he has so much dirt on the NFL owners that the owners aren't gonna get rid of him. He's still gonna be around until like something no matter how bad it's getting right now, which it's gotten pretty bad. He's not out. And it blows my fucking mind. It's the NFL owner is fucking too tight to fucking quit, and Goodell can't do shit because he's owned by the owners. So what can you do? Adrian Peterson to box Le'Veon Bell. Darren, are you buying tickets?
no, it's on the kid, the McBroom guy who didn't pay the people before him and his family got sued. I feel like they're gonna he's gonna get his ass beat by Peterson and Le'Veon when he doesn't pay them as well. I know Le'Veon's done some boxing in the past. I know AP's just a fucking like jughead, and like I mean that in all like the kindest way possible. He literally just knows athlete or workout. Like he's not very smart, and I'm not trying to like shit talk him, but he's literally just an athlete. So I'm sure if you teach him some shit just enough, like he can take the hits from skinny Le'Veon and fucking probably knock him out. I'm not saying Le'Veon can't beat him because I feel like Le'Veon's boxed a little longer, but both are desperate fucks. I hate to say it like that, but just AP could be like Frank Gore, bro. Like anybody would sign Frank Gore if he still wanted to play.
Oh yeah.
But AP literally like tries to like have this chip on his shoulder, and it's like, bro, you're not the AP of old. You just need to be gracious of wherever you can get on. Le'Veon fucked his own self. So I really am not interested in giving that fucker any money because you literally just threw a hissy fit for a year to rap. Motherfucker, no athlete has ever became a fucking successful artist.
Run our test, dude. Run our test. He had that song in NBA 2K.
Okay, Iman Shumpert, bro. Hell yeah, I'm a rapper. Fucking Dame Dollar, like Lonzo Ball. Like,
let's ride. Russell Wilson.
Master P's the only one, bro. And that's because he wasn't even a fucking athlete first. He was a rapper, then a fucking athlete. And he wasn't even really an athlete. He just, I got in. I'm done with you, bro. Who? That's the last time he made a song?
Yeah, I know. It's a shame. I got Adrian Peterson, split decision. If you give him a switch, first round TKO.
I hate both of them, bro. Because AP ruined my fucking like youth of football because he always had to like be the thorn in the Packers side.
Oh, boy,
and then Le'Veon's a crybaby bitch. And like the only difference between him and AB is running backs are way more replaceable. Receivers like AB are hard to come by, so he could pull that shit. Le'Veon, you thought you were a receiver? No, bitch, you're still running back. If you were so good at receiver, people would still hire you as a fucking receiver. Look at Ty Montgomery, bro. He went from receiver to fucking running back, and the bitch had a job. I think last year he had a job.
Yeah, he was playing. He was playing last year. Yeah.
So it's like if you're that good, you can get away with the shit. But when you start fucking making problems and becoming a distraction, and I know they always like to throw that word out there in the NFL, but he literally was a distraction. Fuck him. He shouldn't get another dollar for anything, not even his fucking music, because it's trash. Mm. So I hope AP wins just because it's all he knows, bro. It's just go. Le'Veon thinks he's smarter than everybody, and I hope he gets embarrassed. Nate Robinson style.
Speaking of, Nate, we know you're lying when you said you're going to watch the WWE for Valley of Laredo. You're actually going to watch it for your new boy, Jake Paul. He signs a contract with the WWE.
Dumbass.
Same Paul. Does it matter?
It does matter.
It does.
Logan did the fucked up Forrest thing, but Jake's more of a fucking dick. Like, I can stand Logan.
Holy shit, Darren. I forgot all about that. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man.
No, but I could stand Logan. I can't stand Jake, bro. Problem child.
I still can't tell a difference to this day. Not once.
Logan's a fucking beast, bro. He's tall. Like, he fought Floyd.
I'm so serious. I still can't tell a difference between the two.
If Jake fought Floyd, Jake would get knocked the fuck out, bro.
So Logan's a bigger one?
He's way bigger.
Okay. Again, 0. So
yeah, I don't know, man. Who fucking cares? The WWE fucking died when fucking the Attitude Era ended.
Oh,
fucking
yes. How much you want to bet pulls a reverse Brock Lesnar goes into UFC after this, Nate?
gets fucking
Yeah, gets destroyed, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Even
man.
if he fought Anderson UFC, he'd fuck him up at his old age.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. I only have 2 more things as far as I wrote down for the week, boys. USC and UCLA, Big Ten by 2024.
Yeah, they got to replace fucking Texas.
Dude, we all saw the power conferences coming. Like we saw the mega conferences happening. Like we knew this was happening. And I don't care what people say about the geographical fucking problems. We knew that was going to happen. Who fucking cares?
It literally should be north, south, east, west.
It should. I'm with you 1,000%. It should be north, south, east, west. But it's not going that way. What it looks like it's going to now is more like an NFC, AFC sort of thing. Right? Like I know it's called Southeastern Conference and I know it's called the Big Ten Conference, but eventually it's just gonna be like an AFC NFC thing, and it's just getting closer to becoming a league within the next 10 years, like a league.
That's what it should be, bro.
Oh
and
yeah,
then they can manage the money better and disperse the money better, and it just like, hey, they should honestly do it. I'm not that familiar with soccer, but like
regulating
the champions, like the Champions League. Like if you don't win, you get kicked out of the Champions.
Yeah,
League.
regulating.
And that. Okay, that's what I didn't know. That's what
relegation.
It's called. Yeah, relegation. Yeah, and it's like it should really be that. Like if you're a D2 school, but you're like, let's say North Dakota State, where Wentz came from, and Trey Lance, and the Packers' new number 1 receiver Christian Watson. Shout out.
Oh, okay. Fucking dynasty school.
No, it's not because the first 2 players have been trash so far. I don't want to say all 3 yet, but if you are a school like that and you're winning, come on, move up, bro. If you're Cincinnati and you won you won 9 or 10 games and like you want to move up into the Champions League of college football, let's do it. So then it's fair.
Yeah, I'm with you. Relegation should definitely be the way it's going.
And then so let's say you're at a shittier school like that, like Cincinnati. Now you're not so eager to go to the draft because you're like, hold on, if I stayed, now I've done all this work to bring us to the Champions League. I want to stay this extra year and fucking fight against these big schools, play against these big schools, prove myself, and show that I have NFL talent so I can raise my draft stock. So then it doesn't matter what school you go to. It matters the work you're putting in and year out. And then it's not fucking, oh, you're Cincinnati, you don't deserve to be here. Oh, You're Notre Dame, you don't deserve to be here. No, last year we put in the work. Now this year we're allowed in these. And then your schedule changes because now you're in the Champions League. So you'll play SEC schools, Big 12 school or Big 10 schools. And like, who knows, bro? It's all fucking money pit. Nobody has the right answer because no one can fucking guarantee the most money. Everyone says they can, but all these leagues are greedy.
But as far as like UCLA and USC making a move, if they're actually going to make a move, which looks like they're going to, it's smart that the Big Ten's the one that snaps them up because Big Ten has history with USC and UCLA. Well, USC more because of the Rose Bowls. So like it makes sense that they had a little bit of a background on there. So shout out to the Big Ten snatching them. But with that being said, again, like with what we have right now, take the UCLA and USC, put them in the Big Ten, done. Take the SEC now acquiring Oklahoma and Texas and move that away now too. So those 2 conferences are set. Whatever teams are left should make 1 more conference. Just 1 more. Make it 3 conferences. Make it 4. Fuck it. But I don't think they have enough to be a 4th powerful conference. Does that make sense?
They'll be playing against Michigan, Penn State, Michigan State, Wisconsin. Bro, they're going to get – and Ohio State.
Yeah.
USC and UCLA are going to get their shit kicked in, bro. They even have to play Iowa, bro. Like, no.
Yeah, they will get their shit kicked in. You're absolutely right. But I think it was Big Cat. I think he said
the time difference is gonna fuck
these
players so much.
Yes. Bro. Yep. I think it was Big Cat that said oh my god, I just fucking lost it. Never mind. Forget it. Don't even remember. But yeah, so think about it. A USC school or
Oregon
UCLA
Big Ten? No, Pac-12.
No, they're in the Pac-12 right now.
Yeah, they're Pac-12. Yeah,
but don't they sound like an SEC team? Like if the way they play and move and shit like that. Like
they can never do that because
No.
of the literally Alabama going to Oregon. Like you'd have to play neutral site, middle of the country.
But UCLA and USC is already going to go to like Northwestern Chicago. Like they're going to go play in Chicago at like 9 a.m. their time, basically. If not 8 a.m. Like Northwestern games start at like 10 fucking 11. For them it'd be like fucking 9 o'clock, 8:30. You know what I mean? Like it's.
We should do a pool
in the snow too.
Like we should do a prediction or pool of every conference champion, and then like at the end of the year we get points for where
close. Okay.
teams placed.
Oh, you've seen the ACC dissolve their fucking conferences because we know that where they're going, but.
Okay, ACC. I don't even think Florida State's a fucking threat there. I don't think Clemson's a threat.
They used to be. Miami could
Who's the
be.
team in ACC? Nah, dude. Miami is literally the Bears of college football, holding on to the past.
God, I hate that you're right. I fucking hate it. You're right. I hate it, but you're right. I know what you're saying. I know. But there's a meme out there of like Jude Law when he's playing like the Pope. He's smoking a cigarette laying on a fucking beach chair in his Pope outfit. It says Notre Dame watching all these conference changes right now. That's 1,000% what's going on. They're just fucking sitting back and watching the Fires go. Like, because Notre Dame's just sitting back like, we'll play whoever. No one fucking cares as long as they're an easy team.
Louisville, Syracuse, Duke, Georgia Tech, Miami, Pitt, Virginia Tech, North Carolina.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, that's all I got for this episode. D, you got anything?
Well, we were talking about wrestling. I want to know Nate's childhood favorite wrestler.
Oh man, fucking growing up, Batista was so sick on Friday nights.
He was your favorite?
So
he was the Undertaker and Batista when I was a kid, man.
I would never
on SmackDown.
But how old are you, Nate? You're my age, right?
No, he's younger than us. He's like Ryan's age.
Batista might not have been
exactly. Yeah,
Batista might have been like
in his prime for him.
Batista was like the heavyweight champ forever on SmackDown.
Our Batista bomb.
Yeah, man. It was fucking. It was fucking him, Undertaker, and then the Great Khali got introduced. Remember him?
Okay. Yeah.
That time, but like went Raw, it was Triple H for sure.
Oh,
remember the draft? I'm sure they've had another draft.
Those were the best episodes by far. Those were so.
No, I wanted him to go here, and it didn't even matter where you went because you watch fucking both.
But that's what got us into the NFL, and NBA, and all that other drafts, dude. Was that fucking draft?
My mom would want to go out to eat on Friday nights, and I'm like, we can't. It's fucking SmackDown. I can't leave. I have to be here. But I had, of course, The Rock, bro. Like, and it's not even like adulthood relationship with The Rock. When I was a kid, I loved The Rock. Like, I don't know why. Like, I always wanted to do the people's eyebrow. Never could do it. Still can't do it. But my other two were actually rivals.
Oh, you're gonna say one of mine, I think. Go for it.
HBK, Heartbreak Kid.
Yep,
Shawn
that's
Michaels.
one of mine for sure. Yep.
But my favorite, he was such a bad guy, and I loved it, was Randy Orton.
I knew you were gonna. Yeah, you always liked fucking RKO. You fucking love that guy.
The Legend Killer. Like when he said, like, I'm the Legend Killer, and like he was out here, he was young buck then. It was like, holy shit, like this guy's badass. And so those were my go-to with Shawn Michaels and fucking Randy Orton.
My go-to as a kid, and it's problematic now. One was Hulk Hogan. It's problematic now. I know. The other one for sure, Mankind / Mick Foley. That was my fucking
Mick
guy.
Foley, bro.
Bring out Sacco. Like that was it. Like and then other than that, it was Chris Jericho and Edge. Not proud of it, but it is what it was. It's fucking.
So Chris Jericho had one of the only finishers I could pull on my cousin.
Walls of Jericho.
Walls of Jericho.
Yeah.
Roman the Walls of Jericho real quick.
I put TJ in that once or twice. He did the same to me. It's fucking.
But was it Chris Jericho that had or was it Edge, the crippler crossface? And
Yeah.
Yeah, I was at Benoit, right?
Chris Benoit.
Chris Benoit.
Edge had the spear.
Rest in peace, Chris Benoit. That was the guy in Atlanta, right?
Yeah, that guy is also very problematic.
Yeah, very problematic. No, Edge had the spear when he just like full on tackled him shoulder first.
I think Edge was wrestling a couple years ago. I think I saw it on like a preview, and I was like, "Holy fuck!" Oh, let me stop, dude. I legit disrespected one of the GOATs. Triple H, bro.
Yeah,
man.
He's the man.
We all love Triple H.
Yeah,
Like,
you
I
had
don't care
to.
who you were. Like, he was the heavyweight champ for a while, and then I think him and Batista went at it, and I was like, who do I go for? Like, I like both of them, and it was just WWE knows how to do it, bro. Like,
You know,
back in the
as a
day,
kid,
they did. Yeah.
You know what they were really smart at doing, and I don't know if it was Jimmy or Adam. One of these two guys had it, but I bought the next two after that. I got the one from them. It was when they released those WWE soundtracks. You guys ever had one of those?
No, yeah. I
Those-
mean,
always had the game,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
I think I don't know if it was the same.
Yep. Yeah, but they had music from like the top whatever like the top most popular songs are of the wrestlers. They'd release them as like a 15 songs on one CD. I got one from either Jimmy or Adam, and then after that I bought two more, like the two newest ones that came out after that. That shit was addicting. Fucking WWE did it right. They, again, like Nathan said, Attitude Era, like they marked it right.
what was the fucking song that I can't remember if it was Raw or SmackDown?
Raw.
Remember that
What a
video
fucking
you sent me,
song. Was
boy?
that
was a banger.
Nickelback?
Yeah, I think
Wasn't
you're
that
right.
Nickelback? I'm almost sure it's Nickelback. I could be wrong. But like such a good song. I will say when I've gone back and I've watched a lot of the old wrestling shit, I'm a big NWO guy.
It was called Across the Nation by the Union Underground, Nate.
Oh, okay.
I know exactly what it was.
Fucking NWO.
I was a big Raw. I liked Raw over SmackDown. That was my shit.
Yeah. SmackDown was the like lesser of the two, but still has some good stuff. You had MVP, fucking Mark Henry.
Rey
fucking
Mysterio.
to the car
Rey
one
Mysterio
time.
took off on them. Like
Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
Remember Mr. Kennedy? Remember that fucking guy?
Damn.
He get the fucking the microphone down from the ceiling. Fucking such bullshit characters, but so funny.
The
So
Dudley
Blake
Boys.
sent me this video one time of Vince McMahon saying,
Oh, dropping
some
the
shit.
N-bomb on fucking John
Oh
Cena.
Jesus!
And then he walked past Booker T. And Booker T
Yeah.
was just looking at it. It was hilarious.
I watched that shit live. I remember. I'll never forget that. I watched that. Vince McMahon had a do-rag on, didn't he? Oh
Yes.
my god.
Dude, let's not forget the greatest tag team. And I know we're lame as fuck for this, but Matt and Jeff Hardy.
I
bro.
knew. Yeah, we had to mention
didn't
them
like
once.
If you didn't like the Hardy Bros, like
They were so
What?
sick.
Hardy
and
Boys.
I would never wear one of those arm sleeves, but like it legit was so sick. Like, oh, they're so cool. They're flying. They're high flying. Like,
Jeff's walkout music is still like some of the best.
whose song was "No Chance"?
That was Vince. That was Vince.
Yeah, that was Vince.
Yeah, Vince, the fucking that man
Vince
coming
come
out
and
there.
strut. Yeah.
And then what was it? Shane had that money song, right?
Show me,
Show
the,
me
money.
the money.
Yeah.
There you go, boys. There you go.
And he was the biggest bitch of all of them. Like
But-
his
Yeah.
sister was tougher than him, and he'd come out there.
The best bad guy though, the best bad guy was Eric Bischoff. When he was getting fucking picked on all the time when he was running Raw, that was funny as shit.
I loved Kurt Angle. Like, I hated him, but I loved that I hated him. Like, it was like, I hate this guy. He's so, like, perfect. And
Can never
he was
forget the
beating
milk truck,
everybody.
dude.
But
When he rolled out that milk truck,
WWE,
classic.
I don't remember.
WWE will old Attitude Era and just WWE in general. Like and again, no disrespect to your boy Batista, Nate, but right around when Batista came into it is when I stopped watching. I want to say, and that's what I remember. It was like pre-Batista. Like I remember young Batista,
Yeah.
and then right before that was
I
it.
remember fucking Batista giving the thumbs down to Triple H for the contract.
Yes,
Him and Ric Flair.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't around for that. I was there for the late Batista.
Came in right at
Hey,
the end of the
when
Xbox
they
days.
were, I mean, he was fucking a monster back in the day. But yeah, they were pushing him as heavyweight champ all the time.
You know, I will say this: 39 episodes in, I'm surprised it took us this long to really have like a WWE session, like an old WWE session.
Yeah, man.
It
Used to
always
be
did,
so
like-
good.
It used to be.
So,
yeah.
Nate, I used to have all these wrestling men, like Lots of them. One day, I'm like, hey, y'all want to like fucking like I was on my Sid from Toy Story shit. Like y'all want to like break all these wrestling men? And BZ's like, hell yeah. So we stand in my driveway and just like lob these wrestling men to each other and just fucking whack them with the bat. And the road's littered in fucking wrestling men parts, like just littered.
Just like bastards, eh?
And then we like started somehow a ball got involved, and I'm like standing in like maybe first base line, and we're not even playing baseball, we're just hitting shit, or first base, or maybe
No,
I don't know.
no, you're wrong. You're absolutely wrong, because there's two sounds in my life I'll never forget. One of them was Ethan passed out at Ybor City when I dropped him on his head. It sounded like a bowling ball rolling on the ground. And the other one was fucking Darren when that fucking ball hit him in the temple. I thought he died. He fucking Darren said, so Darren, if you're holding the bat, right? If you're holding like batter's box, like you're holding a bat, you know, like if you look straight ahead of you in a batter's box on a baseball field, there's like the coach's spot in the dugout, like straight ahead of you. Not looking at the pitcher, looking straight ahead. That's where Darren was, but like a good maybe like 15, 20 feet away from, I think it was Chubbs, Darren. I think, right? It was Chubbs that was the one that was batting. And Darren was that far away, but directly straight. Chubbs hit this ball so fucking 90-degree angled. I don't know how he fucking did it, but it hit Darren on the temple so hard he span around and just dropped to the floor. Like you swore he stopped breathing. Darren like opens his eyes up after like 13, maybe 30 seconds. I don't know. Fucking opens his eye up, and then like he wasn't pissed. He was hurting so bad, and then he gets a little pissed. And Chubbs being Chubbs, like this kid's like fucking like, I'm sorry, I didn't know. And Darren's like, I was standing out of the way. I was like, no, Darren, you were fucking directly ahead of him, but just like at a fucking side angle. I'll never forget Darren fucking hitting that ground, man. It sounded like, and no offense to Darren, we all know Darren's got a fucking brain in there, but the way it sounded, it's like nothing was there. Just thunk, and it just fucking went straight to the ground. Oh, never forget it.
That was the day my wrestling love died. I destroyed all my action figures.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. Yeah, we were shitty kids. That was good. No, we had a great fucking time. We smashed so many. Those legs and arms everywhere. All on the fucking driveway, all on the street. You fucking see him there 2 weeks. Like, we've cleaned him up, but 2 weeks later, you still find an arm in the fucking neighbor's lawn or something. Great times. Any of you boys got anything you want to close up this fucking pod with? Or we've been up for a good 2 hours?
No, man. I'm all set.
Darren, you got anything?
Heard some stock advice. I'll just throw this out here. Don't invest in get rich quick shit. Invest in shit that's been around since you were a kid and it's still going now. Microsoft, fucking different things like that. Things you know will be around in 20 years. That's where you put your money. No one's going to get rich quick. All these overnight millionaires are full of shit. It's my tip.
All right. So we got a little bit of stock advice to end this all. Okay. Sounds like that baseball did a lot of help.
It did.
Jesus Christ. All right. That's it for me. And these guys too, and the Dirty Parlay podcast. Thank you guys for watching. The views have been going up. Whether it's watching now or watching later, we do appreciate it. We're up to 8 subs now, so let's keep grinding and getting it going. Again, like and subscribe these videos. It helps us go a long way. I just want to make the channel grow. If we make that channel grow, we can stick a name on there rather than mean random numbers when we have to address it on the Twitter. But follow the Dirty Parlay Twitter account. I know right now it's a little bit of a dry season with MLB and then UFC like every other week, but UFC is the one that's keeping us growing right now. And I don't know, just keep an eye out for more news that's happening. And we're so excited for football. We just need that to fucking be here already. But until next week, I am BZ. With me as always, Darren and Nathan. Nathan, what's the last word you got before we close?
Watch Miss Jessie Jess this weekend, UFC.
First fight of the card.
Hottest girl in UFC.
Darren, you, my friend, what's the last word you want to end it on?
I don't have a hot girl for you to watch, but bet on fucking Izzy to lose. I just have a feeling.
All right. And then as for me, thank you guys for watching. Excited to see you guys next week. And again, keep helping us grow this channel. It means a lot. So we'll be talking to you guys soon. See you next week.